I'd like to share and talk with you about a project that I've been doing in Canterbury. It's called an Arts Award Sensing Culture project to do with music. I did that in 3 separate venues, all in Canterbury. There were the Cathedral, the Beanie and the Simon Langton School for Boys. The first session, we got together with a singer-songwriter, Richard Navarro, and he sung 3 of his songs, Lightfall, Meet Me Halfway and Take It Down.
Here upon this parapet wall, nothing to catch me when I
Rebecca,
Amazing.
can you feel this?
What does it feel like?
And then we got together and played all sorts of different instruments. Some people were on the violin, one of them was on the piano, one of them was on a synthesizer, and one of them was on the drums. Work together, make a stand. Black raspberry. Outside the cathedral, when we arrived, Sonny, one of the boys from the Simon Langton, sung a song that about the cathedral and how it stands tall, and he was describing the cathedral, you know, in a song kind of way.
That's it, thank you. 3, 4, 1. That's going to sound great underneath it. Like that. Rocky, add your part. Keep coming the violin. It's going to add the other part.
We played different instruments and we made up a song, and we used 2 words to describe it in the chorus, and then in the verses we used what they were doing, as you know, what it was doing, and the song was based on a doll in the Beanie Museum, and it looked very creepy and horrifying, and the 2 words we used in the chorus were creepy and horrifying. At the end of the programme, we came to the Simon Langton School for Boys and we performed in a concert, and again, people were on different instruments. I was on the piano and singing. For part of it, I was playing a melodica, and then I was singing and playing the piano. Well, I would say that it's inspired me to write a piece of music based on sounds and feelings and imagination. It helped us to come together more often. It helps me to explore music through sounds. So, for example, once I heard the sound of a running stream and I wrote a song and some music about that. A stream flowing through the forest, peaceful and as gentle as ever, calming and soothing and relaxing.
You can tell so much through hands, and especially ages. You know, from a baby's hands. The first thing I look at when I see a new baby are hands and toes. Absolutely wonderful, fascinating. So I had a coffee morning at my house, and I invited friends of different ages, and we all sat with our hands in alternate. Then Wendy put the plaster of Paris in, and I had eventually 12 pairs of hands, from a 3-year-old, the verger's daughter, absolutely beautiful, not a mark on her hands, to my very old hands with arthritic knobs and veins, and it shows up everything. It was wonderful. And then I wanted them displayed in the Lady Chapel because my parents were married in the Lady Chapel at Rochester Cathedral, so it was a link. It was lovely.
I have a harp at home, so I was inspired by the look of my harp and the feel of it, which I don't play anymore now. And so I did the girl playing the harp. I can hear her playing the harp.
Yes. So you're building up a series now of flute and harp and...
Yes, I might even end up with an orchestra,
You're right.
who knows?
I've tried to weave some wire around it to give it like a dress. So I've might put some gold wire through it as well, just to give it a bit of variety. Just made the figure out of wire to start with, and then we put masking tape over it, and then covered it in mod rock. Finished it off with making the arms and legs more steady.
I can hear people all helping each other work out dilemmas and get through sticky patches in their work.
Yes.
That's good, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
I've got this wonderful design in my head, and I've never used mod rock before, so it's a new experience doing that. And I've managed to build at home a head for the clown, some hands and a boot, and have fitted those on to the clown today.
When you found the original clown that you wanted to make, did you feel the figure of the clown in the museum and follow
I just
that? Or are
made
you
it
making it out of your
out
own
of my own mind.
vision?
Yeah, vision.
Yeah, so you're not copying anything, you're
No,
doing it from
no.
your...
I don't know why I should suddenly have thought of a clown, but I wanted it to do him in motion, which is why he's on one leg and he's got one foot up in the air and he's about to throw a bucket of balls. That's what he's actually going to do. So I've made these balls to go in the little bucket, and on some of the balls I've put a piece of wire, so moulded the ball around the wire so it looks as though the balls are coming out as he's throwing the...
They'll be in the air.
They'll be in the air.
Yeah, you can feel that just right.
Yeah, my emphasis really is on the arthritis in the finger joints, really. So therefore I've got these little bulky bits over the knuckles.
Gnarled, almost.
Yeah. It's not meant to be two healthy hands, they're meant to be arthritic hands.
Hands of experience.
Yes, but hands in prayer, really. So the thumbs are short and swollen, the fingers are thin.
Perhaps they've been in the monastery garden for many hours.
Yes. I like working with the clay because there's so much potential flexibility in it, if you know what I mean. In the sense that you can shape it almost to what you would like it to be. But it's wonderful material, really, because, as I say, you can shape it and mould it and handle it and break it down and build it up, so that's good.
And to think, I only found out when I had a talking newspaper from KAB. But I mean, this is brilliant, this area. This is absolutely marvellous to be. I think you need to have people around you, don't you, who are all doing the same thing.
I'm really grateful that we've had the opportunity to do these workshops, because it's not easy finding things for people with no sight, but it is possible to do it. We can do art.
I worked with Wendy in Canterbury Cathedral, which was so very interesting. Having also worked with Wendy in Rochester Cathedral, it was a great privilege. I'm inspired now to do it again, and it was lovely working with clay, like going back to making mud pies. Again, I've done things in my life that I never ever thought I would be capable of doing, all through losing my sight. So it has its happy. Good things come out of bad, I always say.
Yes.
So I'm very blessed to have met people like Wendy and all the lovely people that have helped us.
Due to Wendy and the inspiration that I've got from these wonderful classes here, I've started again with things I thought were really, gone forever. So it's wonderful, and it just shows that really all things are possible. Doing more complicated things now than I ever thought would be possible. Whatever you do, Wendy makes sure that you can do something as beautiful as you can.